More children are going to the hospital with COVID-19 in Hampton Roads. It's our top story at 5:30. CHKD says September has been the busiest month since the pandemic started.
Alex Littlehales found out why it caught doctors by surprise.
What does a busy September mean for the month of October?
It's hard to predict. So there's not been one particular kind of patient. Have had more patients get admitted specifically for COVID as opposed to getting admitted for another reason and happen to have COVID.
Dr. Laura Sass says the Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters saw more COVID cases and hospitalizations in September than ever before in the pandemic.
It can go in either two directions. We can continue to see the large amounts, or we can start seeing a decline.
The hospital reported more than 1,500 positive cases, with 57 patients and counting admitted to the hospital, including 6 who have contracted MISC, a COVID-related illness among school-aged children. In August, the hospital only saw 2 cases of MISC. And Dr. Laura Sass says that none of the hospitalized patients at CHKD this month were vaccinated. And it's not just because they're too young to be eligible for the vaccine either.
Several weeks old up into the early 20s, which is our normal patient population.
This comes as a large number of young adults in Hampton Roads remain unvaccinated. More than half of Virginians between 12 and 15 years old are vaccinated. But in the 7 cities, that number drops by more than 10 points.
We'll see what happens as time goes on. I'm hoping that we start seeing a downtrend in cases, but I don't think we can say that yet.
CHKD also says they hit highs in terms of COVID testing, hitting roughly 20,000 in the month of September. In Norfolk, I'm Alex Littlehales, 13 News Now.
Vaccination rates among kids in North Carolina are far behind Virginia's. The health department says 44% of children aged 12 to 17 have gotten at least 1 dose of a vaccine. That amounts to more than 352,000 children. Remember, kids that age can only get Pfizer's shot right now, which is a 2-dose vaccine. Only 39% of kids in that age group have gotten both shots. That's about 312,000.